Hello. I've had some words, a phrase flow into my mind, and if this is for you, I'm going to say it, okay? I don't know who it's for, but it's flowed into my mind. How big does a lie have to get before it collapses? How big does a lie get before it collapses in on itself? That is the phrase that has entered my mind. We know that there are lies that we see in people's lives. We are told lies by people. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to go, okay? And sometimes those lies, they grow. They get bigger and bigger and bigger. They start off small, just like that. And then as time passes by, well, they tend to grow because we have to tell another lie to cover up that little bitty lie that we started off with. So that little bitty lie, because you had to tell another lie, is now got this big. And then it keeps growing because you have to tell another lie bigger than the first lie that you told. And before you know it, that lie is so big that you cannot tell a lie that is big enough to cover that very first lie that you told that was this little right here. This little. This is about how big does a lie have to get before it collapses in on itself. I don't know why it entered my mind, but if this is for you, I'm going to say it. How big does it have to get? Because eventually it will collapse upon itself, because you will not be able to tell a lie big enough bigger than that little bitty one that you started off with, that literally grew and grew and grew because you piled so many lies on top of it that it got to the point it collapsed within itself. That's what's going to happen. The lie that first started off as a teeny tiny white lie. Yes, white lies are lies. They might have a half of truth in them, but they are still called a lie. And you have to tell a little bit of a half of a truth. You hold back the truth to cover up for that little white lie. It's really little, that's why they call it. But then as time goes by, that little white lie is not so little anymore, because it grows in proportion as time goes by to the lies that you keep telling. Okay, the lie is literally going to collapse upon itself, and then the foundation that lie stood upon, okay, I don't know where I'm going with that. The foundation that lie stood upon, it's literally going to crumble too, along with the weight of that lie that literally collapsed in upon itself. Yeah, because you know what? A lie can never be built on a strong enough foundation to withstand the weight of it. Okay, it can't. You cannot build a foundation strong enough to hold the weight of a little white lie that literally grows enormous with time and with the other lies that you tell it, okay? The foundation cannot hold the weight, and it started off as a little white lie like that. So I don't know who this is for, but that's what entered my mind. It is, how long does it go until it literally collapses in upon itself? And when it does, those who built that foundation, that lie, that foundation that they told that little bitty white lie upon, they too were standing on that foundation, okay? They're going to go down too. They're going to go down because that great big lie now has literally collapsed in upon them, and the very foundation they built it upon, and the very foundation that they're standing upon, it's literally going to collapse. There's not going to be any more lies that can be added to it, okay? Because what happened is, when that happens, the truth came out. The truth literally, boom, was made known. The truth will come out, okay? It is. And if this message for you, I'm saying it, how big does the lie have to get? Okay, before it collapses in upon itself, because it will collapse. Every single lie, even though it starts off as a little white lie, will one day become so big that you can't tell enough lies to withstand the weight of the lie, the one little lie. You can't. It's literally going to collapse. Collapse the foundation upon it was built, and the person who built that foundation for that little white lie, they ain't going to have anywhere to stand, okay? They're not. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. I'm just relaying what was entered my mind. How big does that lie get before it collapses in on itself? Little white lies start off like this, but then they grow over time because other lies have to be told to cover up that one little white lie. Okay, just that one little white lie. But see, down at the bottom, boom, when it does collapse, you might see the evidence of that teeny, tiny, tiny white lie. Okay, yeah, it just couldn't withstand the weight. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.